Happy Wednesday. Ooh, I'm ready for the weekend. I had a heck of a day. How about you? It wasn't bad, just busy. That's iffy. Some water in there. Hey, okay. Hold on, let's see. Um, I had a video meeting during I originated it during my planning time today, trying to fix the raised 3D. Hey there, how you doing? Mountain Scout Rails, good to see you. And is that Clintonville Railroad? Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us. Just SRV John and I are in here catching up about fussing about our day, and I've got some stuff to airbrush and assemble an in-scale Italian restaurant that I got to get put together, and we're doing good over here. It's been a long, busy day, but we're happy to be home and happy that it is over the peak of Wednesday. My Wednesday is downhill from here, should be, unless something weird happens. So, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. But yeah, I'm just on here. I 3D print models and have an Etsy and eBay store, and I do them for my layout, and then after I put them on my layout, I'll just rescale them and put them on Etsy and eBay. And so anyway, I got a in-scale Italian restaurant to put together, and I've recently done one live, like from beginning to end, in the HO scale, and pretty much. If I was working on it, I was live pretty much, and so there's a live stream series that shows building that. So I really didn't come on to show me building more than I came on to have some model railroad people to chat with and hang out with while I was working on it. Because I come home and my little one is with her mama tonight, and so I'm in here with me and the puppy dog, and oh, thank you, John. I'm in here with me and the puppy dog, and the 3D printer's going, and so it's kind of quiet and pretty boring if I'm here by myself. And I've put a couple of these models together recently, so it's not that it's not fun still. It's just it's not it doesn't have me enthused at this point because I put a few of them together recently, and so I've got a few pieces that I need to paint. They're just actually these, I don't know if you can see well in the camera, this other little camera. I'll switch it in a bit probably, but these little things right here are just door frames that go behind the door, but between the door and the wall, right here. And so I need to paint them. And this little part that I need to paint here is just an underneath piece that goes under the roof to make it fit on top like a lid. And so this piece isn't even seen. And the parts of these pieces that are seen are very few and far between on the very outside edge, just enough to give it a border. And but anyway, I got to put some raw umber on this and this. I'm totally redoing those doors. They were way too thin and didn't come out well. I tried to thin them out on purpose because I didn't want them too thick, but they got too thin. Then I got some little stairs down here. They're burnt umber as well. And so I just need to paint those and get them off to the side and be drying, because I've got oh, they're under here. I am missing 2 window frames for the entire model. There's let's see, just this wall has what, 12 windows in it, just this wall. And so there's 9 walls, and I'm missing 2 window frames. I was 2 short, and I was actually only 1 short, and I don't know, I might could find it, but one of them didn't look good. So anyway, I went in and printed another one. I somehow found the new HO Gauge 2023 run DNC ready Rivarossi 3 truck. Hold on. Heiser St. Regis paper for $180. Been looking at the shops for $250-ish. John, you're HO. You know what's up with that. I'm not familiar. Now, I know that I've heard that Rivarossi is good stuff. I know I've heard that. I don't even know if I said it right. But yeah. We're in scale over here, but I work in HO scale a lot. As a matter of fact, I like putting models together in HO scale. It's fun. S scale's fun too, but S scale isn't fun to print. It takes forever. O scale's a nice, happy kind of medium almost. Hey, Gracie. This is Gracie. Don't get your tail in the 3D printer, please. You like to do that. And so anyway, I've got these 2 frames printing now, and these new doors that I told you about, and they'll be done in about 20 minutes. Oh, that sounds cool. An F3. I can run F3s on my layout. It would be prototypical to run F3s on my layout. I have a Proto Lance layout anyway. It's more Lance than Proto, but a lot more Lance than Proto, I think. But yeah, but that sounds awesome. You're mainly O scale. Hey, Messy Modeler, how you doing? Good to see you. Mountain Scout, I do some of my models in O scale, but not many. But man, I'm telling you what, I've got a 3D printer in the cart with a bigger print deck. I just got to pull the trigger. But I got a new 3D printer in the cart that I've been very close to getting a couple times, and if I get it, I'm gonna be able to do a lot more in the O scale on my stuff. I got about 20 models, and but I can only do, feasibly do, I think I only offer about 6 or 7 of them in O scale. I can do some of them, but they'd be custom orders with design time and all that crap, so it'd be better to wait for me to get a new printer. Although a nice O scale or S scale order would help me get that printer. I've had a guy, I have a ski lodge. It is the Ender S1. I think it's the S1. It's got a 300 by 300. I got a ski lodge I do that is probably I'd say HO scale. The footprint goes close to 3 feet. And thank you, John. And I had a person checking on the S scale price for me to do one in S scale. And I do have a lot of work I have to do to it to get it into S scale because of the walls having to be cut up and stuff like that. But if I went to the 300 millimeter bed, I wouldn't have to do that. And so, thank you. And so, it wouldn't have to cut up nearly as many pieces. And so the price would be less. And so anyway, I was kind of trying to get him to make the purchase on the ski lodge, and then I was going to use his money to buy the printer, and then use the printer to print his ski lodge. I mean, I feel like that's kind of fair. And so, but anyway, he hasn't he hasn't decided to go through with that one yet. And yeah, I tell you what, I have several, and I generally stay pretty upset with them sometimes. But mine run constantly though. I mean, so it's not like oh, 3-rail O-scale turntable. Wow. I would imagine that's not easy to find. I just can't imagine it would be. So, I don't exactly understand. We have I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. Hey, Lee, I don't even know anybody that would be O-scale that would have one. I don't know that many people that are O-scale. You know, the most O-scale stuff I've seen, of course, is at the museum here locally. It's called Traintastic. Got a playlist on that too. But they have O-scale 2-rail, O-scale 3-rail, and all that stuff. And they're really, I don't know hardly anybody else that does a lot of that. You doing good tonight, Lee? Lee, you had those cameras going in that stream, huh? Didn't you have like 4 cameras going in the stream you did the other night? I think I got this little thing. Uh-oh. Let's see who's trying to get me on the phone. It's not a number I recognize, so I might have thinned this too much. I'm really much more in the mood to just sit back and talk than to work. But I really need to work, because I got to ship this out by Saturday. Alright. And you know what? If Dave BNSFN Scale comes in here, he might know somebody that would know. I don't know that he'll know, but he could know somebody that. Hey, Chasco, how you doing, man? Good to see you. But yeah, we'll definitely keep that in mind. Certainly, we'll pass that on to you if we can think of anybody who has it or find anybody who has one. How hard would it be to build? That's what I mean, I would think that you're probably going to build it. That's what's going to end up happening. I just don't know if that's feasible to do. Menards, yeah. Wigwag goes to Menards a lot, doesn't he? And now, Lee, are you finding that when you run all those cameras, it slows you down? Are you having connectivity issues? Or are you able to run them good? But yeah, when a guy named Dave BNSFN Scale comes in, we'll remember to ask him if he knows anybody. And he could know somebody that makes them, too. I mean, yeah, oh yeah. It would be hard. So, Lee, I'm curious, what camera did you order? That's good to hear, Chasco. Ah, better door. And I tell you what, I'm getting ready to Ray, how's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, these printed much better. I'm so glad. I might have maybe. Oh, you gonna do a video on it for a surprise? Okay. I might have maybe fixed this printer over here to my left shoulder that's been giving me fits for a while. Now that was a really small print, and so it's hard to tell from that. I need to do something bigger to know if got you. Well, we got a woodworker in the group. This is for sure. So, a woodworker slash model railroader. So, slash YouTuber. That might be something he would be interested in helping with. That'd make for good content, making that thing. SRV John got some O-gauge stuff, but I don't think he's got a turntable. Doesn't sound like it. Okay. You got a good computer, Lee? You must have a good computer. Oh, that's cool. Those sell well. We have a guy in the model railroad community that does wood burning too. SRV John, or probably many of y'all might be able to answer this. 3/0 scale ochre. Yeah, you never had a turntable. Did Steve Arnold change his name to Back on Track with Steve or something like that? Or is that a whole different person? Oh, Lee, I'm jealous. Very jealous, Lee. I'm going to have to get one soon, but I mean, I have things like a roof to buy. So I'm just going to have to not worry about the computer. Ha 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 ha. I get it. It's legal just about everywhere, Clintonville. So in one form or another. There's a few places that it's not, but I mean, I live in Mississippi and it's basically is here. Okay, I just was curious. I don't know. No, it's a fast PC, huh? Well, I'm pretty jealous. Mine is old, but SRV John helped me upgrade the RAM in it a while back, which gave it some legs, some additional legs. It's all it can hold though. Is maxed out. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna turn the airbrush on just for a minute, and I'm gonna get this stuff airbrushed that I need to airbrush so it can be drying, and then I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with assembling the model. Yeah. What you could maybe do is burn people's model railroad logos and stuff too. Although I would assume you wouldn't have, you'd have to do a different burn. There would be no repetitive stuff though. And that would kind of probably be hard. Alright, I need to cover this up. We don't want to get paint on the model. We do want to get paint on that. We don't want to get paint on that or this. And here. Let me do a here. And I hope this takes about 4 seconds. And spraying brown over gray can, but it could also not cooperate. I've had that happen before. And I think I got this a little thin, and I didn't want to add any more paint, so I'm going to see. Hey, Dwight, how you doing? Good to see you. Water out. There we go. Oh, alright. It doesn't clog. Hey Dave, BNSF in scale in the house. Dave, do we know anybody who has or might have or could find or could make a O-scale 3-rail turntable? Mountain Scout Rails is in the house here, and he is looking for one. And Ben, I guess, and you know, it's not gonna be easy to find. So I said, we got somebody who might know. And I figured what you might know somebody who would know. Like a contact or something. Well, I figure it could be built, Clintonville. I just, there's probably some challenging parts. I don't know that I could build it, but I think that people who, and I imagine it would be expensive, but if you paid somebody to do it, I assume they would charge you a lot. Hey Anthony, how's it going? Good to see you. And y'all, I wasn't wanting to spend a lot of time airbrushing, and I'll be doggone if I'm not gonna have to. Uh-oh, but I'm gonna have to clean up a mess. Let me get this back on here before I do that. You got close-ups? I don't have a turntable. I would like to, but I don't really have a place for it. I need more structures on my place already. I got track happy. I got enough track on there already. It'd be cool to have a turntable up at Winter Park there. Alright. It's not clean, but it's clear. I'm gonna get this out of here. And bring these down here. Hey there, Rusty. How's it going? That's great to hear. I appreciate you. Oh, okay. I wondered why that didn't fit, because the rep's on it. You doing good, Rusty? How was your day? I did, Anthony, and I sent you a question back. Woo! It's cold at Winter Park tonight. I sent you a question back, Anthony. I wanted to know if you had any special dimensions for your layout that you needed those to be, or if you just wanted me to make those sizes somewhat prototypical. I wasn't sure about that. That was something I sent you a question back about. Now, I have not been over to check and see if you answered in a couple of days, though. Hey there, Jerry. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, Jerry. Jerry, you could do the woodwork for an O-scale turntable, couldn't you? And man, Rusty, I don't care how cold it is. I'd like to be there. I might take those off and bring this back. Because, man, there'd be some ski in there right now. Oh, okay. Well, that's good you got it fixed, Rusty. I got a broken tooth, and it bugs me to death. But I'm still paying off some crowns, so I hadn't told him to fix it yet. What you got going on, Mr. Jerry? You have a good day? An O-scale big boy? Whoa. Well, 1 to 48. If you'll give me the dimensions for a... Well, I guess anybody could do that. How big is an HO one, or... Oh, wow. Too cold for a loco. Must be a southern loco. Because, look, we've... Yeah, I remember. I remember when y'all went, Rusty. I was jealous. I couldn't go, though. But, I used to spend a lot of time there. I miss it. Winter Park's a great place. It really is. It's a wonderful place to snow ski too. I'm sure it's changed some, but somebody did a real good job of airbrushing this stuff. Yeah, it would. A huge one. Hey there, Tammy and Ray. Good to see y'all. I don't think I am going to put it together on this, though. I'm going to bring it back here. I can't make up my mind. So, Dave, BNSFN scale, gotta tell you. Alright. I took the canopy glue, right? Alright. I had, let's see, what is it? These little ones right here, these little windows right here. I had to do, let's see, 8, 16, had to do about 26 of those, okay? So I took the canopy glue, right? I need to open this up a little bit. Alright, so I took the canopy glue, and first of all, I did a test. I tested it on the rafts, okay, because well, here, I got a better example, here. Alright, I tested the first one on the raft, and that didn't work, because the glue stuck to, obviously, to the window, and it stuck to the raft, okay, duh, I should have known that, but, so then I took one like this, flat, right, and I don't know if this is probably going to have to be cleared. Let's see. Nope. And so then I did, but I don't have my toothpick. Alright, where's my toothpick? Uh-oh, let me go get my toothpick, or a toothpick. So I got to do 2 of these anyway. I really need to. So this is not even just for a test. Alright. So I just dot the glue on the parchment. And what I don't want to do is move it outside, because if you get glue on the outside, then then you have to trim it off. It's not a big deal, but you got to trim it off. All right. Now, in here, this one's going to do better because it's thicker. I'm going to probably put a little more in the other one, because when they're real thin, sometimes they pull apart. I got some air bubbles in this one. Once they pop, this will be thinned out some, but there we go. One more. And so I just work it over to the edges. Like so. I'm going to put a little bit more in this one. drop. And this one right on this corner. Alright. Now, so what I did, I had to do these little bitty ones like this too. And I'll be dogged, this isn't going to come out good. I should have trimmed that up. I'm going to do another one. So anyway, what I did, Dave, is I took and I put 26 little dots on the parchment, and then I laid the no, I don't. I probably should get one, but I don't. Good, Dave. Hold on. So anyway, what I did is I took and I put 26 little dots, and then I took the frames and just set them in the dots, and then I could just, I mean, I just barely had to swirl them and got them around. So I just lined the dots out here before I even put the frames down. Hey, Steven. And then I set the frames down inside the dots. Now these are bigger, so it's not a real good example. But when they were littler like that. Now one thing I was thinking though that I'm going to try next time is, I need to cut that, is I'm going to put the frames in the wall, and I'm going to lay the wall flat. Like here, here, put the frame in, and then put the window in with the wall sitting there. But I'm not going to do that on these because I didn't do it on any of the other ones. But they turned out pretty good, Dave. I don't know how well you can see the actual windows though. They're not see-through though. I mean, you can, you can see something back there, but they're not clear, I guess is the best way to put it. But here you go. So what I'll do is, it takes a couple hours to let them dry, but it doesn't take long to actually get them, set. So, like, watch, this one did really well because I cleared it. Alright, look at that. That one did perfect. And sometimes they do that and sometimes they don't. But this one right here is going to look really good when it dries. And so I'm going to take and slide these over out of the way. Because I wanted to show y'all that. And but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a test with it on the walls and come up with what the best way I think is to do it. We had an air bubble. There we go. All right. Slide that way over there. Jerry, what is the Discord all about? How does it work? I don't necessarily fully understand it. I mean, what's the difference? Is it another place to upload videos, or I'm not sure. I've chatted on Discord for games before, a game that I was playing. But that's the extent of Discord that I know what it can do. Now, I think though, I think if you've got Discord, can't you connect Discord to your streams and other people can come in and chat live and talk? Um, would SD45s and GP40s be somewhat prototypical to my line during my time? I'm just not sure what it's about. Really, I don't fully understand Discords and their uses. It's more like a chat. You can share video. You can do lives there with others. All right. There is a switcher that I want to get that Kato makes in the N scale. Thank you, Anthony. Um, there's a and I think, golly, I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. But there's a switcher. What I have all I have is it's like MySpace and Facebook. Oh, Discord is like Facebook. Hey, is that Jamon Nelson? NW2. Alright. And so there's a Kato. I usually just run F7s. I can run F3s, and there is a Kato, and I usually only run Katos. Let's see who that is. Nope, thank goodness. Alright. I usually only run Katos for the most part. I've got a steamer that's a Bachmann Spectrum. Spectrum is what I couldn't remember. And but Kato has a switcher that I want that would be that would have been run at winter on my line at that time. The DNRGW would have run one at that time, and Kato has it, and I can't remember the actual name of it, the initials. Okay. No, not many people ever go to my community page. Yeah, my community page is pretty dead. But I mean, I'm sure that's my fault. I don't really know how to use it properly either. Uh-oh. Silly. Okay, that's better. I just wanted to see what it looks like back here. Alright. Let's do this. after I get this done, I get to do one of the train depots, the mini train depots that I'm designing. I had a guy buy one, even though it ain't done, and so I got to do it next. So I got to finish it, and I've got to print it and put it together for that gentleman. So do you use Discord a good bit, Jerry? I mean, I know you have it, but do you actually utilize it, or do you just, is it kind of one of those things that... I don't really have time to keep up with anything else right now, but it doesn't mean I wouldn't want to. I do remember one time John and I went to, this was a long time ago. Alright, John and I went to a model railroader stream from like Venezuela or Spain or something like that. And they were using Discord. And what was cool is most of the people in chat had the guy's Discord. And the guy was talking and putting his model together. And the people in chat that had the Discord were chatting with their mouth on the live stream, not through text. They were talking through the Discord server. Well, yeah, it was South America maybe, and but anyway, the it was really kind of, I mean, it was strange but kind of cool. So the guys that were in the stream were just they weren't on camera, but they were on mic, and so I guess that would be really cool. That's a feature that we don't use around here. Now I've got my inserts, but they're not painted, and I really don't think I'm gonna put them in there not painted, because that kind of defeats the purpose. Let's see here. Oh, it's good. Shoot, I don't need to paint them. Yeah. So I slid that little insert down in there, and so what that does is, in the event that there's any place where light could bleed through, it'll block it, because this one will come with an LED and everything, and so they'll light this up. And if you got a corner with an imperfection, certainly going to show it. The light will, from the inside. Alright. Alright. So, got one. 2. Alright. Hey Adam, how's it going? I love this filament and the way it looks, but it's hard for me to read my letters on the back, my numbers on the back. They're kind of apples to apples, but let's see. It's a good dry fit. It's better. Oh no, we're sorry to hear that, Adam. Back and hip pain, but luckily off work till Saturday now. That's good news, but not dealing with back and hip pain. That ain't no joke. I kind of know, because I do sometimes deal with that. I don't know that. Alright, we're good there. Almost looks there. Had that happen last time too, it seems like. Whoa. What are you doing with cryogenic tanks? Just curious. Maybe I shouldn't ask, but I see. Gotcha. I understand what it is now. I'm slow. Yeah. My dad used to be a welding supply distributor, and he sold that stuff, those gases and stuff. I need some more. No, what's in there? All right. Now this one goes here. Uh-oh. I think so, yeah. This way. Uh-oh. Yep. Yep. He worked for, it was called Magnolia Welding Supply. Is what he worked. He managed a welding supply store here in Gulfport, probably from about the time I was 7 or 8 till about 15 or so. I have inserts for all these corners, but I don't know that I'm going to need them for any of them. One might. Way back in the day, we were working right at the lakefront. We were dumb and we launched a few O2 bottles into the lake. Yeah, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Height and distance. That definitely, I mean, that sounds like some stuff that we would have done for sure. John played in an acid pit. I don't know that you can name a whole lot crazier than that. Let's see where we're at. How much so far? Oh no. You had like for real police. Hey, Mike McCarville, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I'm really chatting more than putting a model together because I don't feel like putting it together right now, but I'm giving it a few minutes to dry a little bit. I can't decide if I'm going to leave this like this or not. I don't know if I like that transition. It's going to be either that or black. I paint them right here. Right where I'm sitting, man. I painted these sitting right here. I do many things sitting right here. We don't want it totally dry, but close when we do this piece. So we can ease it in there. Almost got up to 20 today. So you sunk the boat from falling? I mean, I guess that could easily happen from 50 feet. Oh yeah, well, I use a lot of parchment paper, so I wasn't really thinking when I designed this. This was a long time ago, but this is not an easy part to put together. Just two 135-degree angles coming together, I guess is what that is. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong there, but that's pretty normal. Don't you fall. Hold tight. Alright, so now oh, hold up, I got .3D print stuff in here I gotta get out. Yep, I can't run out of parchment paper. I use it like the cooking stuff too. Bacon on parchment paper in the oven, that's good stuff. I always put like my bread, rolls, biscuits, you know, anything like that on parchment. I actually adjusted this today and didn't even know I needed to. I started going in today and doing cleaning up my Tinkercad so I can find everything. I got a problem where when I do so many different scales, I'll make an adjustment in one scale and not necessarily remember to or have time to or go make it in another one, and then 2 months later I'll be selling a different scale and I'll print the model and I'll remember, uh-oh, I didn't fix something, you know, I fixed something on the HO version and I haven't changed it on the N one, and then I got to go back and reprint it or whatever. So today for this particular model, I made sure that I had a clean HO N and Z scale version. Hey John K, good to see you. And this thing fits really snug on top of here. But it does fit. Like so. Easy. I got some filament right here that's making my base not sit right. I'm just gonna clear it. I looked under there and I could see light, and I knew that wasn't right. So alright. That. Alright. Just listening tonight, getting ready to get dinner. Okay, getting changed for work. I got you, John. We appreciate you doing that. I gotta eat in a little while too. I don't know what we start talking about dinner. Let's see, what do I got? I have some leftover beef stew, but hey, that's exactly what I got, Rusty. I got pot roast and potatoes and carrots, but it'd be like the fourth time I've eaten them in 5 days. But I froze some, but this is the last that I didn't freeze. And so I'm probably, if I don't eat it, it's probably going to go bad. But I really don't want to eat it again, but I'm probably going to. So poor Gracie can't get leftovers anymore because she got in trouble because she stole an egg sandwich at Avery's. And so, and then when she got in trouble, she got mad when it got taken from her, and that's when she got in trouble. So she didn't like that it was taken back, and so that stopped all the people food for Gracie right then and there. Poor thing. So I didn't put the doors on, which I probably could have. Well, no, they're drying. So thank goodness. I didn't want to do it, but I thought I forgot, but I couldn't do it. Alright, bottom base is on. Next, we got, looks like this way and this way. So these are those two windows that we're going to be using right here when they dry. Now I have to let these totally dry before I can do the next base. Now I have redesigned that next base, John, kind of like you said, with an indentions and well, kind of like a peg, I guess, on this third level base. There we go. Nice when they fit together good. But I have not, this is not a redesigned third level bass here, John, so it's going to be one of the, it's challenging to get on too. But we're not going to have to deal with that again after this time. And so, because it's challenging, it's got to be, the model's got to be flipped over on its back, so it's got to be perfectly dry. Insert. Yeah, I mean, she's actually starting to get it that she's not getting it anymore. And she was just getting leftovers. But, and like, you know, we never even penalized her. Like, if somebody were to, like, if AJ were to walk off and, like, leave a sandwich sitting in another room for 20 minutes, we don't even penalize her for that kind of stuff. This one, she knew it wasn't hers and knew AJ was getting ready to eat it and wanted it anyway. And so she got in trouble for that one. I think I'm going to do this one with a new one. See, it doesn't. I'm going to reprint those. Alright. Surprisingly, the N scale one going together better than the HO scale one did. That's really smart, Clintonville Railroad. That is a really good idea. I would assume that'll happen before too much longer. Now the 45 might be a little harder to do. The 90 would be easy. That's a great idea. I imagine that'll get used. And that'll probably get used by more than just me. So this guy, once it's trimmed up, goes in here. But we're not ready for that yet. I wonder if this is dry up here. Bet it is. So we flip this over. Flip this over. This goes on here like so. We get that a little while to dry, and what happens is when you set the roof on there, that little insert piece prevents the roof from coming off. You don't have to glue the roof on if you don't want to. Our windows are still drying. So we can take these off now. And how many of these are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we don't need all 8 of them. Get the rest of them off before we see we'll pick the best 6 that we don't have to clean up. Uh-oh. They all look pretty identical when they come off. Shocker. I mean identical. Alright, this is for the front door. There. And these are for the sides. I need 6 of them. Why I just did that? Became such a pain. Talking about this building, Mountain Scout? If you are, thank you. I kind of wish it was going on my railroad, but it's not. I got a pretty good one out there like this. I don't know if it's as good as this one, but it's got people and stuff on it, which I don't have a lot of that on my layout, but I do on this restaurant. So I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna reprint the rooftop bar or not. I think I should do it in this color. Because that's what color the the deck railings and all that stuff's gonna be too. I don't know. We'll have to see what we think it looks. Alright, so this goes on here like this. And this goes on here like this. And so you have the rooftop bar as well. I mean, I don't think that looks bad, but it might look better in this color. But I don't have a ton of this filament left, and it's going to be I ordered some, but it's going to be a week before it gets here. And I'm not even doing a real good job. I mean, the thing is, you can't see through these things anyway. I really don't even need to take these off because the door, the little windows in the door are so small, you can just see the light through. You can't see. But I don't like that it ain't right. And it's kind of hard to see lights through doors on N-scale anyway, to be honest. But people try. God bless them. Alright. So now I take these and line these up. All this is behind the door. These go behind the door, between the door and the wall. Stairs. I need 6. 2, 3, 4. Well, that's 5. I'm not counting so good. 6. Alright. Uh-oh. Alright. I need my tweezers. And so, as you see, you don't see a whole lot of this thing anyway. Just the border around the edge. I don't even know here. You just see the border around the edge. But it looks cool. It kind of sets it off when you got a light wall and then a dark frame. My newer models, these little deals will snap in, but I don't. Back in the day, I didn't do this. They kind of snap in. There's a seat at least. These don't have a seat. I don't have no memory board, Dave. You're not talking about this one, are you? Yeah, I got over my head again. Alright. Now, this one is the big guy that goes up in the very front. Alright. So we got the great thing. Oh, this right here. This is a this was nozzles for the Ender, and no, I don't think they're from USA. I don't know that anything from the Ender is from USA. The instructions aren't even in English for any of the Ender stuff most of the time. So we got more stairs here. More stairs here. Here are the tables that go up on the decks and everything. Yeah, no, it's a what I do is I put the number 11 blades in there. You have the overhangs that go over the doors. Alright. And so we got the third deck still has to be done. The doors, the overhangs, which none of that can be done yet. Gotta decide if I'm gonna leave that there like that. I think I am. That's cool. See, so it just kind of. All right, and where are the? I know for a fact. Well, I thought I do. And I'm gonna have to look for those if I can't find them, because I thought I printed them, but I might not have. I mean, I'm not doing that tonight anyway, but I really thought I printed some of them. I got to do some in-scale deck railings, and then we'll. But I thought I had some done. I wasn't going to do it now anyway. But I got deck railings that go. Yeah, Dave, I sell these as kits, and my instructions are better than Walther's, but basically the only reason that the instructions are better than Walther's is because I usually have video assembly instructions on YouTube. So usually you could go in and find a video that shows me putting it together, not just a live stream. Usually there's a video, like a long form video for most of them. There might be a few exceptions, but I pretty much got a live stream for all of them too, and that one might be in the how to assemble these, but I've got a playlist that says how to assemble these structures, and that covers at least 10 or 12 of them have long form videos for how to put them together. And I publicize that in the ads too. And I also, when I send them off to people, I write in there that, you know, Iron Horse Model Railroad is my YouTube channel, and that if you look for this playlist, you can find the video on to help you assemble it if you're not somebody who likes to read instructions. My instructions are just really simple. And one of the things that is I normally do is, you know, I label all the pieces and the bases so they'll match. But like with this filament right here, you couldn't read the numbers real good or the letters real good. And so I'm going to switch back to the speaker. So we'll see. Here's what we got so far today. We did this with all y'all here. The roof goes on the top. So you got a bar on the roof, on the top. So what is it? You got deck railings that'll go all the way to the protected people. There's a deck railings that goes here. There's another deck here. There's railings that go all around this deck. Railings that go all around here. Bunch of railings. And so we got another stream that'll be coming up. I don't know that we do have another stream coming up because AJ will be here tomorrow, and I don't know that I'll stream. Thank you. It's going okay so far. AJ will be here tomorrow, and I'll have to work on it because I got to get it done. But I don't know that we'll stream. But what I'll probably do is come on Friday before I box it up and show y'all what it looks like before it goes. Yes, you're not kidding, dude. That's what that's what it's made for. Thank you for pointing that out, Dave. It is made to go in a corner. It sure is. And that's what I did it for on mine, to go into the corner of my Union Station diorama. And so we also no, mine actually had, mine's not even like this, okay? So mine goes into the corner, right, Dave? But then mine also has a cutout part in here for a 2x4. So like I've got like a, wait, that was maybe that's a different model. But I do have a cutout that I've got a special. No, I think this one does too. This one's got like a kind of a weird cutout in the back. Well, I tell you what though, those deck railings, they are a pain in my backside, but they really do enhance the look of the models. It's the little accessories that help. It adds a lot of time to it and stuff, but it's the accessories that help. So it is 6:43. It is dinner time for me, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to get out of here, and I just want to thank y'all very much for watching today. I appreciate you. Clintonville Railroad, thanks for joining us. We hope you come back again. Dave BNSF N Scale, John SRV, thank you for being here. John came in first today and so I had somebody to talk to right off jump. I was tired too. He helped me get through till a couple of these other fools jumped in here and woke me up. Mountain Scout Rails, thank you for everything, man. Appreciate you joining us today. Rusty, great to see you. Thank y'all for coming over from Jerry's. I appreciate you too, Jerry. I hope you're still around. Adam, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. John K was here. He's getting ready to go to work. I don't know if he's still with us, but John K, thank you for joining us. Anthony Borden, I am going to go check your email, and I'll see exactly. Oh, wait, Thomas came in. I didn't say hello to him. I didn't even realize Thomas was here. Huh, Thomas, if you're still here, I apologize for not saying hello to you. I just saw you. You came up, Clintonville was saying something, and I didn't. I just saw you, Thomas. I hope you're doing good today. I sure didn't mean to ignore you. I didn't have any idea. You usually talk a lot more than that. You just said, hey, hey. But I sure didn't catch it till just now scrolling back through. Sorry I missed you, Thomas. I hope you hear that, too. Hope you're around. Michael McCarville, thank you for just stopping in and joining us. We sure do appreciate it. Chasco was here. Appreciate you, Chasco. Jerry was here. Maybe he is here. Dave BNSF N Scale was in the house or is in the house. Thank y'all for joining us. I appreciate you. And Tammy and Ray came in and said hello. They sure did. And Lee from Anfield was here as well. I think that's it. Dwight was here. Dwight came over with him for a little while. I haven't heard from him in a minute, but he might still be here. Thank you for coming over, Dwight. Rusty, Jerry, I appreciate y'all coming over. Good to see each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Again, it's Mountain Scout Rails and Clintonville Railroad's first night in here with us. We want to thank y'all for coming. And Thomas, sorry again, I didn't catch you until just now. Y'all have a good evening. See y'all on Friday. And there's Heath. Heath came in. Hey, Heath, you got this model. It's in Z scale, but you got it. Now, I gave it to you a long time ago. It might not have gone together well. I don't know. If it did, let me know. I'll send you a note. Y'all take care. Good to see you, Heath. Messy Modeler was in here as well. Messy Modeler. Thank you, Messy, for coming in. I apologize. I almost missed you. I'm glad you said something. But I know I had spoken to you earlier. I just didn't see you when I was scrolling back through. And I got to be more careful. If I'm not, Ray Bertelson was here as well. Okay, maybe put your glasses on, Brian. That's a good excuse. I got a real good reason. I didn't have my glasses on. Although with my glasses on, I don't see a ton better. I see too. I don't know if I see too good or something. But anyway, y'all have a good evening. I would plan on at least coming in Friday and showing y'all what's going on, saying hello. Because I don't think